Hello, esteemed nerds and geeks alike, and welcome to Pop Culture Combo, the show where, be it for language or nerd rage, viewer discretion is advised. I'm your host, Nelson.
And I'm your co-host, Leo.
And I'm Gonzalo. I wandered onto the set.
And today's topic, Star Wars, the beloved sci-fi franchise which some would say has fallen so far from grace.
Very far. Far from grace as far it can be.
Yep.
The Force is feminine, guys. The Force is feminine. Remember that.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the theme of this conversation.
Oh,
Yep.
And Kathleen
Why is it a
Kennedy.
girl again? Why is it a girl again?
Because
Why
the
is
god
the
of
Force a
Star
girl?
Wars, Kathleen Kennedy, wishes it so.
She ain't no god. She's like,
She's
Satan.
the god. She is the master. She owns Star. She is Star Wars now.
unfortunately.
After all, she did take what was arguably the most popular franchise of all time and turn it into an absolute train wreck.
Yeah.
wait.
Solo.
And feminist. Yep, and also made it all about feminist.
Just think of Solo. Remember Solo.
Yep, Solo.
I mean, it wasn't the worst movie in the world, but it could have been better. If I'm gonna be honest.
It could have been
No,
a
I'd
lot
say-
better.
I'd say it's a solid 5.
No higher than a 5.
No higher than a 5.
No higher than a 5. No.
No.
That's-
Yeah,
that's been
I'd
way-
have to agree. I'd have to agree with you.
At least it wasn't the Room levels of bad.
I've never seen that movie actually.
You've never seen The Room? What's wrong with you?
I've just heard rumors of it, but I know it's really bad.
What's wrong?
I did
with
not
you?
hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
Mark.
Mark. I know.
I heard that the Boba Fett movie got canned completely.
That's right. Like, I just read that earlier as well. Like, they just canceled it. They were like, you know what? We're gonna can it.
I mean, that kind of sucks. I like the director, James Mangold, I think his name was.
Yeah, I mean, as
Sure.
cool as a Boba Fett movie would be, I feel like Disney is starting to kind of catch on that people are done with these anthology films. That they're just after Solo. It's just not
After
working.
Yeah,
After the
because Solo
disaster.
tanked horribly. Wasn't it like the lowest rated
Yes.
Star Wars film of all
Oh
time?
yeah, it did horribly. Like,
It did worse than the prequels.
yeah, it did really bad.
It did
If it-
horrendous.
When a Star Wars movie does prequels, that says something. That says a lot.
Well, to be fair, the prequels aren't as bad as people say they are.
Honestly, they aren't. Palpatine
really don't-
made them good.
Palpatine
made those
saved
prequels.
it.
Palpatine
Yeah.
was the best part of the prequels. My
And
favorite
Ewan
part.
McGregor as Obi-Wan also
Oh,
saved it as
Ewan
well.
McGregor was the perfect Obi-Wan. He nailed it.
He is the perfect Obi-Wan. He's still the perfect Obi-Wan. And if they would have gone through with the Obi-Wan movie, he should have been Obi-Wan.
Now that's an anthology film I would have liked to see. That Obi-Wan film would have been good, done right.
If it
as
was
far as
done
I
right.
know- as far as I know, that one is still on hold, but I'm not 100% on that.
Well,
Really?
I'm hoping
Thought they
that it
had-
doesn't turn out like Solo. I really hope it doesn't.
Oh no! Like, midichlorians above save us if it ends up like freaking Solo.
Yes, please not
As
not
long as
Obi-Wan.
it's 10% better than Solo, I'll be happy.
10%,
it's at least 10%
100% better than Solo.
No, if it's 100, that's ideal. But it's Disney.
Let's just hope Obi-Wan doesn't get his name from some random.
Ben! Oh, you're the server at the cantina. What's your name, lad? Ben. Ah, I shall call myself Ben Kenobi. It would be perfect.
No,
but
no.
your name is Ben. Your name's Ben already, though.
No,
That's the
it's
thing.
it's Obi-Wan.
No, it's Obi-Wan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. He made it Ben to hide out in the desert, but he still kept
That's
his
right.
last name, which is
He
weird.
kept
right.
his last name and his Jedi robe because that's what.
No, it's not like anyone's gonna figure out his last name. It's like, oh, who are you? I'm Ben Kenobi. So you're
Yep.
related to Obi-Wan Kenobi. No.
No, I have no idea who you're talking about, Sonny. No
He even
idea.
have an accent. Even got that accent of his as well.
And also the fact that he literally wears in Jedi robes.
I am not Ben Kenobi.
The
You said
Jedi
you
robes
were
and
Ben
lightsaber on my belt mean nothing.
Nope. Totally not. You're totally not Ben Kenobi.
You
Move
know those are
along.
ancient relics, right?
Move along. Lord Vader, I think we have spotted Obi-Wan Kenobi on a planet known as Tatooine. Ugh, I don't like sand. It's rough and
Anyway,
coarse.
We're
Let's not check
we're
it
getting
out.
off topic.
false alarm. But anyways, what do you guys? Yeah, I'm guessing no one has still seen the new show, Star Wars.
Which one?
Viva la
I didn't even know it was
Resistance.
out.
No,
I didn't even know it was out.
It is that show is so under the radar. Like
I think it's
I didn't
on
know
its
it was
5th
out.
episode right now. I am pretty sure.
It's on
yeah,
its
it's just
fifth?
about.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was out.
it's been out for
Yeah,
a while.
Same here. Like it's just so. It was just so under the radar, and honestly, I think the fans just don't give a crap.
God, no
Honestly,
one
when I
does.
saw the trailer, I did not like.
Exactly,
did
because
not
the
care.
trailer was so bad that obviously no one's.
The trailer was just cringe. I cringed throughout the whole entire thing.
No,
I
and
thought
not
it
only
looked
that,
horrible.
The art and the animation really poor as well. It didn't stand out. Because
Oh,
we made
it's
shows
just-
like the Clone Wars.
It did
stand
not
out with
live
the
up
art
to the
and the
standards of the Clone Wars, and even Star Wars Rebels had like higher
Yeah,
standards.
Yeah, like it's hard to compete with shows like that, especially the Clone Wars.
Yeah, and Clone Wars is coming back, right?
Yes.
Coming back. That's right.
Yeah, season 7 is going to be released on Disney Play, their upcoming streaming.
Is that what it's gonna
Is
be
there a
called?
Yeah,
there a
yeah.
release date?
They announced the name already. It's going to be called Disney Play.
It's coming out next year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And what date though? Like that's what I'm thinking of.
I think
I
they haven't given
don't
one
know
yet.
the exact date. I don't believe they've given one yet.
Huh.
So we don't know when in 2019. It could happen any moment.
Huh.
Yep.
That's interesting.
I know. I'll
Okay.
certainly be keeping on top of that.
Be sure to warn me, because I'd be pretty interested just for the Clone Wars, mostly.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll keep you up to date.
Clone Wars was my childhood, man. I used to watch that all the time in cartoon, like my
No,
dad and all that.
the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars is a great show.
Clone Wars was amazing, especially the unreleased season. That one was really beautiful as well.
Oh
Is that the one with when Sidious fought Darth Maul and his brother? Is it that one?
No. That one was still released. It was one that was only released, I believe, on Netflix, and it was the one leading up to Revenge of the Sith, where Yoda learns how to become a Force ghost and hears Qui-Gon.
Oh yeah.
That whole part is I think wasn't released on the network. It was only released on DVD and streaming.
Really?
Yeah, so no one got to see that on TV if you missed it. Yoda goes to like Moraband and the Sith and learns from the Wills how
That's
to ghost.
interesting.
Yeah.
Isn't he about the Darth Bane too?
Yeah, an illusion of Darth Bane, yeah.
And it's also voiced by Mark Hamill. Little fun fact. It's
Yes.
voiced by Mark
Yeah.
Hamill.
Fun
That's right.
fact. Did you guys know that originally the Clone Wars show was supposed to end right before Revenge of the Sith? Like Anakin goes off to save the Chancellor, and that's how the show ends. It was supposed to end.
Yeah, I had
wow.
heard that.
I'm hoping that's what they do with the new season.
Hopefully.
That's probably what they'll do.
Because he already has like the haircut from Revenge of the Sith, and Obi-Wan has the robe. So I'm assuming they're planning to end the season or seasons on Anakin going off to save the Chancellor from Grievous.
Well, that would make the most sense.
Yeah, and
That
that would
would.
leave no gaps open. Finally closing the series, and we'd get closure fully on the Clone Wars.
Not the franchise, fortunately. We still got the new trilogy.
Oh, look, we haven't even delved into the new trilogy.
We still got,
JJ
narrate
save
two to
us.
follow.
JJ
Oh
save
Mary
us.
boy.
Maresu?
And we got Edgelord Darth Vader as well. Don't forget that. We got Edgelord Vader.
Cool Orange?
Coolo Ranch.
Yes.
Cool
But-
Ranch.
Essentially, first of all, I feel like these movies are just Kathleen Kennedy trying to shove her own personal beliefs into this franchise.
And that
Yeah,
is dumb.
I have the feeling as
That's
well.
them. You shouldn't
Wait.
do that. I mean,
Star Wars has never been about personal beliefs. It's always been.
It's always been like a very
It's about-
mutual series. It's like
it's about telling the story.
It's about a galaxy far, far away that has nothing to do with the current political climate. Nothing at all. Why do people have to like put their beliefs on art? Because Star Wars is a form of art. Filmmaking is art in a way.
Of course it is. Of course.
And I
Anything's
don't
art,
think
like,
Leonardo da
If
Vinci.
you
Well-
think about it, like,
Well,
you know,
technically, art is a form of expressing yourself by definition.
I
I
don't.
mean,
I think
architecture
there
is
should
also
be-
technically art as well, because you know you're expressing yourself through like building stuff. That's also
Yeah.
art as well.
I do not feel like Leonardo da Vinci drew his political views on the Mona Lisa. So you know.
Exactly. That's a good analogy there, Leo.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I don't feel like she and Ryan Johnson should impose their little political agenda onto the movies that we all know and love. And that sucks. And it sucks that she's been signed on for 3 more years.
That's right. More of them just trying to enforce the force being female.
Do you want me to build the
Congratulations.
tombstone? Want me to
3
build the
more
tombstone
years.
for Star Wars now, or
I think Tombstone has
I
already
think-
built.
I think it's already there.
Yeah. It says, here died Star Wars. Died by political climate.
damn?
Yep.
Uh,
That sucks though, because I used to love Star Wars back when I was like super young. Like I still do like it, but like now it's kind of decreased like
It's just
severely.
sad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sad is what it is.
it
And I feel
has,
like this new trilogy had like so much potential. He could have done so much with it.
potential.
There is potential in a new Star Wars trilogy.
Why
Yeah.
would they have thrown away the whole plotline about Rey's parents? We all wanted to know. Everybody was expecting something amazing. And I know Ryan Johnson wanted to subvert expectations. But what he ended up doing was just disappointing everybody by telling that the parents were just nobodies. It just
Seriously.
disappointed everybody.
Like,
Yeah, I get
there's
you.
there's surprising people and then there's disappointing.
Yeah, there's a complete difference, Ryan Johnson. And you
And another
disappoint
thing.
everybody.
Another thing is that a lot of these movies are just rehashing everything from the original trilogy.
Oh my god, yes. Oh
The
my god,
rehashing
yes.
is
Like,
horrible.
Get this.
no,
Get
the,
this. This
the,
was-
the Force Awakens is most guilty of it. That's the guilty one. of
But that
right
one
there.
is the
Oh,
one
yeah.
that has the most excusable excuse
I mean,
for rehashing.
yes.
They wanted to show
Ugh.
fans that they knew how to do Star Wars, so they rehashed the old one so everybody could be like, yay! And everybody loved The Force Awakens at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not like
I
Force
see where you're
Awakens.
coming from, but still,
I
I feel like they
didn't,
could
I
have made
didn't
it
like it
different.
straight out of the theater.
They
I mean, I was one of those people that loved it when I first saw it, but when I watched it again, I found it very like intolerable.
it's a very
Well-
unrewatchable movie. I've only seen
Yeah.
it like 3
Oh,
times
yeah.
and I don't ever want to see it again because it's so predictable. After
Like,
you've
you
seen
can't
it
watch
once.
it again.
It's too predictable.
You
is what
can
it is.
rewatch the original trilogy and even the prequels to a certain extent over and over again, and you'll never get tired of them because the prequels
That's
are
how you do a good movie.
sometimes so bad that it's funny, and you love rewatching it. And the originals are so good that you just want to keep watching them, and you love all the plot and all the details and everything you're
The
watching.
lore, everything.
Yeah. So, I feel like the new trilogy has none of that. No rewatchability.
It doesn't have the magic, is what
And
it
the
is.
villains, like the
I mean,
Well-
Snoke was so disappointing in the second movie.
no, like
Jesus.
and
Oh,
they
yeah.
build him up so much too. Like in the beginning of the Last Jedi, he was like portrayed as like this powerful, Force user. Gets chopped in half
I am
in,
the
like-
person.
halfway through the film.
I am the person of the opinion that they should have kept him as a giant and not made that just a hologram. Him showing him. No, he should have been like a giant. Imagine that, a giant force wielder. That would have
That would
been
have
wild.
been awesome and new, you know.
That
would've
actually would have
been
been pretty
crazy.
cool. I
And
mean, I kind of figured that he wasn't like that big, but that actually was cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
imagine how do you defeat a giant force user? That would be crazy.
But no, he was like a
An old man in gold bathrobes, sitting on his toilet.
dude.
Palpatine 2.0.
Not even, more like
Not
Palpatine
even.
negative 1.0.
Yeah.
Dude, Palpatine, like, they were like, oh, Snoke is going to be more powerful than Vader and Palpatine combined. Really? Really?
Gets
I mean,
chopped
he
by a
didn't
lightsaber.
know that, but yeah, like the way they killed him was stupid.
And he was narrating his own death. Are you serious? That was just face
And
palmingly
another
bad.
thing,
Seriously.
How didn't Snoke sense that the lightsaber was moving when it was right next to him?
He did. He was narrating it. He's like, I can see pointing your lightsaber at your enemy. And then he gets chopped in half, and I'm like, what? What is this? What has just happened? What just transpired?
He sensed the lightsaber moving, but
But he didn't do anything to stop it. Like,
no, he's that stupid that he just didn't detect it, like, turning towards him.
I
That's
can
what I'm
see
saying.
it pointing at your enemy. Can't you see the enemy then? If you could see his mind, then you could probably see the enemy he's thinking of, and he's thinking of you, you freaking idiot.
yeah, he obviously sees you as the enemy.
Oh my god. Oh, and then there's the Rey and Kylo plot with
Love.
them seeing each other through space and time.
Hold on. I'm gonna call it right now. They're gonna kiss in like in the next movie.
Oh yeah,
Calling it
Oh
right
yeah, yeah.
99% sure. Reylo confirmed.
I'm
Bro.
almost positive. That's probably how they're gonna end it.
Oh
They're
yeah.
gonna end it with they're gonna end it with them,
ladies
and
and
then they're gonna
gentlemen.
stab each other. That's how
No,
it's
hang
gonna-
on. Hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling it right now. Episode 9 is going to end with Rey and Kylo conflicted, and then it's going to be all like, oh, but I love you. And then it's like, oh, I'm going to turn for the greater good because I love you. And movie's over. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. That's what I'm calling
But Rey, sorry, I don't like sand. It's rough and coarse. You look so beautiful because you're in so much love right now. We are in so much love.
Even though I killed like the guy that saves you, I killed my dad. Yeah, I love totally.
Totally love you, even though I
And-
killed Luke as well. So I'm pretty much just killing
Technically,
everybody.
I mean,
Oh, and I also injured
technically
your.
speaking, Luke died of force exhaustion.
Luke is a force exhaustion. You really think one of the most powerful Jedi in the frickin' universe is gonna die
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to Luke.
from
yet, like-
projecting his image across the galaxy? Are you kidding me?
No. It was
Seriously.
the force. The force, like it drained him.
A guy who was more powerful
The
than
force
Anakin.
doesn't do that, though. The
I
force
know.
doesn't drain your energy. It gives.
The force is energy. How would it drain?
Exactly.
It is energy. He's using the energy of the force surrounding him. How would it him?
Damn it.
No, you know why he died?
Why?
Because he lost the will to live.
Totally.
That's it.
Ugh.
Call it
Like
right
his
now.
mother.
I lost the will to live. I can see my mother, Padamame, in the sky. Ugh.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Luke, you disappointed me. Well, not really you. Ryan Johnson, you god.
Ryan
I mean, I felt like
Johnson,
his character was like in the film. Like I feel like it could have been better, but out of like all the characters in the film, I feel like Luke was the best one.
I
Besides
felt-
him trying to kill his own.
I
own
felt
nephew.
like Luke was the most
Yeah.
violated one.
Hang on, guys. Luke Skywalker, the only person that saw faith in Darth Vader, someone who had already killed possibly billions of people while serving the Empire,
Probably billions.
And-
He blew
yeah.
up a planet.
blew up a planet, and not only that, slaughtered all of the Jedi. Luke saw that there was still hope to save him. Now, Ben, on the other hand, he's having a bad dream. I have to kill him.
No. You wanna know why? Tries to kill him
Why?
because of Snoke's influence.
Oh, Snoke's influence.
It's
Ooh.
Snoke's influence, man.
That's the same point I'm trying to get across here. Is that like,
He's
you
a
just go
bad
from one
influence on
extreme-
you, kid.
You go from one
Exactly.
extreme to another.
I love how Snoke is the bad influence, yet Luke tries to kill Kylo, not Snoke. Wouldn't it have made more sense that Luke would go after Snoke so that he wouldn't keep influencing Kylo?
Mm-hmm.
And at
would've
that
made more
point, Kylo hadn't decided to join Snoke, so Luke
know
was
what?
just gonna kill him for and giggles.
Leo, you actually have a very good point. I didn't think of that. You have a very good point, actually.
Wouldn't it have more sense to get the Jedi Order? I don't know, to track
Not only
Snoke?
that, not only that. How did Kylo even meet Snoke? That's what I'm wondering.
That
That is
too.
a good question.
Like,
Guys,
No,
through
obviously
forced
it's gonna
video
hide it in
chat,
sight.
like he did with Ray, through forced video chat.
Like, I am using my force Skype.
I'm not wearing any pants. Sorry.
I've been like watching you sleep. I just, god damn it.
But yeah, there's so many things wrong with that whole spiel about Kylo being influenced by Snoke. It's not like we could have
Yeah,
gone
and-
after Snoke or anything. I don't know.
And we
I mean,
got some news, actually. While we're still on the topic of Star Wars rehashing things, remember how we all complained about Starkiller Base being another Death Star?
Yes.
We just got some leaks from Episode 9 depicting Kylo Ren looking at a hologram of yet another spherical superweapon.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Talking about not rehashing anything. How many Death Stars is that?
The
Four?
difference is it's 3 Death Stars in one.
Yeah, he's looking at like 3 of them.
It's in the shape of Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
It probably will be. I'm not even
it
gonna lie.
probably will be.
Mouse Killer Base.
Because we have to make money.
But
Oh boy.
that is just oof. Ooh, oh no.
Seriously.
Why? Why?
Because it's isn't who's the director?
It's J.J. Abrams
J.J.
coming back.
Abrams.
That's why. That's why.
J.J.
That's
Binks.
JJ Binks.
Uh,
Jar Jar Abrams.
Because I guarantee this is gonna play out like the last Jedi. I guarantee you.
and I don't know what they're gonna do after that, because Daisy Ridley already said no more. She said after the trilogy, she's done. So I don't know what the hell they're gonna do after the trilogy's over, or what they're even gonna do with that trilogy, because I'm pretty sure
We're
that...
gonna follow the story of Broom Kid.
Oh, yes, the story of Broom Kid, the most compelling character in the Star Wars universe.
No, we're probably just gonna get an anthology film about Rotico.
Oh, just the best character, clearly.
Oh, we haven't even started with Rotico. Oh,
Tico,
God.
a Star Wars story.
Like, this is a character that, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think anybody felt any kind of connection towards this character or liked her at all.
Yep, right, Gonzalo? Just as I thought. Yeah, I think his mic is has just exploded because his green circle is moving and I can't hear him.
Oh boy, well,
Well, goodbye, Gonzalo.
I think Gonzalo officially just ended it all.
I think he walked out of the studio again. But yeah, Rose Tico, best Star Wars character, 10 out of 10. I have all her action figures. Rose Tico with a hat.
That's another thing. Like, if you went to Toys R Us during the final days, may it rest in peace.
I saw the footage.
The final day, if you go to the Star Wars aisle, Rose Tico figures is literally all that was left.
Oh,
Just-
yes.
Packages upon packages of Rose Tico figures because nobody bought them.
I'm gonna decorate my house with Rose Ticos. I'm gonna build a house out of Rose Tico action figures. They're all Rose Tico everywhere, guys. My chairs will be Rose Tico. She's the best character.
Boy.
She is
So compelling.
best character, most compelling, best backstory, best romance. The actress should earn an Oscar. Hell no, give Ryan Johnson an Oscar for creating that character. He deserves everything. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But The Force Awakens. Oof, where to start
Ooh.
there? Don't hold my hand. I don't need to hold your hand.
Serious, that movie is just awful.
Let's get on that trash ship over there. Oh, it's the Millennium Falcon. Wow.
Ah,
Well, it's not like it's been called like a trash ship before.
All right.
Okay.
I'm back.
Hey,
Sorry.
Gonzalo's back.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
Did you
My
get
bad.
lost outside when you walked out of the studio?
No.
you find the
My mom,
entrance
I'm
again?
sorry. I'm sorry. My mom called me. I'm sorry, guys.
You're
That's
sorry.
professional.
Yep, 10 out of 10. Best professional man that walks into a studio right here.
I feel bad. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Whatever, man. We were talking about the best Star Wars character, Rose Tico. What do you think?
Rose
What are your
Tico.
thoughts?
Oh my god. She is so well developed. Her character, her story. It's 10 out of 10, bro. 10 out of 10.
10 out of
I
10.
mean,
Would
We have
Tico
to
again?
sacrifice for everything for the ones we love. And that means basically ramming your ship into the guy that's trying to save everyone.
Almost
And
killing both of you.
risk everyone else. Exactly.
it. Yeah, that was just stupid. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Oh.
I'm trying to sacrifice myself to save you. Well, I'm trying to sacrifice myself to save but I
Oh,
want to save you instead. Everyone else.
but the best part.
and congratulations, Gonzalo has used the one F-bomb.
Yes!
But the best part, I'll make sure to censor that later. But the best part is that they were still within the sight of the walkers, so they could have still been shot. I don't know why they let him walk all the way back to the base.
Whoopsie doodles, you cut off there.
Oh,
Wait, who cut off?
I don't know
Leo
what.
cut off, and now there's a dog barking.
That's my dog.
Gonzalo, control your pup.
Why'd you bring the dog into the set?
Well, I don't know, man. The dog just followed me. The dog followed me.
That's
I
what
see
you
you
did
have a
with
long
us. You just followed us.
You're right, I did follow you. You're right, I did.
But what I was saying is that they're still within the sight of the ships, and they could have still been shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Ugh, God.
And my biggest complaint about The Force Awakens is that we know what everybody wanted to see. We all wanted to see Luke, Han, and Leia together one last time.
That's not gonna
What?
happen.
Yeah, we didn't get that.
They're
No,
all
we're
dead,
really not gonna get that.
except Leia, and she's dead in real life. Rip Carrie Fisher.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
make sure you rest in peace.
Rip.
Now there's absolutely no chance of seeing these characters,
No chance whatsoever.
and it's sad, really, is what it is.
Yeah, they're all gone. Luke is gone. Mark Hamill's heart is broken. Poor Mark Hamill.
Poor Mark Hamill.
Harrison Ford doesn't even like to play like Han Solo. So
But
that's
Mark
actually
Hamill
no.
does like Luke Skywalker. That's the
No,
thing.
I
He
meant- I
loves
meant
his
Harrison.
character, but they just like Luke.
they nuked
Mark
Luke.
They
Wait,
nuked
Nelson.
Luke.
Nelson, wasn't there like a video you showed me that about like Luke crying on like set?
Yeah,
and they told him like to stop
Hamill-
crying.
Yeah, Mark Hamill got so overwhelmed by what they were doing to his character, like he broke down crying on the.
Damn, that's sad. That's actually pretty sad.
It
It's
is
horrible.
It just shows how much he loves his character and what they.
Man, I know that Mark did not like how Luke was portrayed in the movie at all. Like he always said it in interviews. Even
That
when he was
wasn't
promoting
Luke
the film, he
Skywalker.
didn't
That's
like
Jake
directing
Skywalker.
That's who Skywalker?
Jake Skywalker. That's what Luke called him. He was like, "That's not my Luke. That's not Luke. That's Jake Skywalker or some other Skywalker.
That's not even a Skywalker. Not even.
Mm-hmm.
He's walking on skies."
Mm-hmm.
And
But yeah, I noticed that like in Star
Also-
Wars, they're trying to really like force in female characters. I'm sorry, Nelson, you could talk. My bad.
so yeah, I was gonna get to that point actually. Not only that, they're not only trying to introduce as many as I can. They killed off just about every male character from the original trilogy.
Except Carrie. She's like the only one left.
except Carrie.
Or and Lando.
Like, even though, yeah, I'm gonna get to Lando. Carrie Fisher, like they're just so adamant about keeping the female characters in there that even though she passed away, unfortunately, they said that they're gonna use deleted scenes from 7 and 8 and splice them into this movie just to have Leia in the.
Honestly, I feel like that's very disrespectful to like
That's
the actress and all that.
very
I feel like that's
dumb.
very disrespectful. But
Yeah.
that's me.
She should have been
And-
killed off in the last movie. You
Yeah,
know?
but no, she had to pull a Superman and freaking float back to the ship.
That's what I was about to say. I was
Yeah,
like, she
Superman.
magically turned into Superman.
The power of being a woman.
Ba-ba-da. Da-da-da,
What I was gonna say about Lando, for those who don't know, Billy was recently confirmed to come back as Lando in Episode 9. And
Oh, he's dead.
my
He's
my
dead.
initial reaction is like, yeah, he's gonna die.
Oh, he's gonna die. Maybe within the
He's
first
gonna.
5 minutes, possibly. Maybe
I mean-
the title crawl will fall on him, maybe.
They didn't even give Akbar a dignified death.
Oh, Akbar.
Oh, no, Akbar. Oh.
No. You wanna know what they should have done? Instead of like the.
He should have been the
I
one who
forgot the girl's
sacrificed
name.
himself.
He should have
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
been
forgot
the one that
girl's
sacrificed-
name.
Holdo.
That would have
Hold-
been so
hold
much
on.
more sense than Holdo, a character we've never known, we've never
never
been
met.
interested in,
We don't even.
and who has a totally unrealistic attitude for being an admiral.
No. What gets me triggered is that like she's like, oh, I'm not gonna tell Poe anything, but it's gonna cause a civil war, like between your ranks if you don't tell him anything.
Serious.
Kill your general. Like,
And
he's
why
one of
would
your
there
top
be
guys.
spies at this point? They're destroying your ships. They would be killing their own spies. That does not make sense, Holdo.
Exactly.
That excuse doesn't hold up.
Ah,
Ha, puns, death, all the same. Um,
Yeah.
But
But no, she was definitely a forced character.
and Admiral Akbar just had to die in an explosion. They don't even they only mention it
They
after.
don't even say. All we get is one mention. We don't even.
And Leia survives that. I don't know how she survives the love link
because
back
she had
into
the
space.
force, man. She had Kathleen Kennedy backing her up, and she like just like pushed her to the ship so she wouldn't die.
You
Yep.
go, girl.
You go, girl.
Woman power.
Heroes in a half shell, woman power.
But I wouldn't have minded.
Oh god, don't say that out loud, Michael. I love.
Oh god, that.
I wouldn't have minded the female characters if they were done right.
No, like
Exactly.
gender doesn't mean anything to. It's if
It's
you put
character.
an agenda towards it. Like if you have a female main character and you make it a big deal that she's a female and like you use
Why?
it as like the
Rick-
center of the promotion.
There,
Or like a film or any like type of story in general, then that comes off as very forced. And I'm sorry, Leo, you could talk. I'm sorry.
there
Yeah.
is no reason why Rey is a Mary Sue. No reason at all. There's no reason other than they made her a Mary Sue because they want her to be one. There's
I mean,
no
she beats
reason.
Exactly.
Kylo Ren, a person that is experienced in the Force.
They even point that out in the movie. Snoke says
and
that.
she ends up
Yeah, they even acknowledged it in the film.
they're self-aware. Oh no!
Like, and on top of that, she pretty much just learned what the Force is that.
That whole movie took place in the span of like a few hours.
And the excuse
Yeah, and-
is BS.
On top of that, the scene where Rey uses a Jedi mind trick on a storm. How does she even know what that is if she just learned what the Force is that day?
The Force gave her that knowledge.
Do you hear? Did you hear the excuse? It makes perfect sense because
What
the
an
dark
excuse?
side has really powerful masters, an equally powerful person has to rise. But apparently, just because you're equally powerful, that means you also have all the abilities. It doesn't mean that I don't know. You have to train because Anakin Skywalker was super powerful, and he still had to train for most of his life.
He's trained for many years. Even Luke had to train.
Yes.
Yeah, and Luke was like the oldest like person to like train as a Jedi, right?
And that does not
Yeah.
make sense at all. Their excuse was, oh, when there's someone really powerful in the dark side, someone equally powerful has to rise in the light side. Yes, she can be equally powerful, but that doesn't mean she automatically knows everything. She still needs to be trained. Anakin was considered the strongest Jedi of all time, but he had to train anyways because the Force just didn't tell him, oh, here, these are all your abilities. You can use them however you like. You can fight with a lightsaber. You don't need any training.
Here's a list.
Here's a list of all
Here's
the
a
things you
list.
can now do. You're the chosen one. Here's a list of all the things you can do.
And
You
it's
don't
just
need
like,
no training.
and like in the list, it like gives them like a certain like patterns to do. It's just like do this, do that, and you're good.
Here's how to do a backflip. Don't worry about it.
Even Master Yoda said that Anakin was too young to be trained at 9 years old. I mean, too old to be trained. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
I was about to say, damn, a 20-year-old, so I'll become a Jedi.
No, brain fart.
it
okay.
happened.
Hey, now I can write a Star Wars movie.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's see what that brain fart contains. Okay, let's see.
But,
Wow, all the crappy ideas. Let's do it.
perfect. Just what we're looking for. Welcome to the team. As long as you keep
That's
farting like
pretty
that,
much.
we'll give you a list of movies you can make. You can destroy any character you want.
As funny as this joke is, it's sad that
It's probably true.
It's
True.
true.
it is true. Like, there's no probably about it.
It's true. I hope The Mandalorian is decent.
I'm cautiously excited for The Mandalorian because what I've seen so far, I like personally.
I
I
like
haven't seen anything about that show, to be honest. I don't really know much about it.
I like the appearances, but appearances can be deceiving.
Yes, they can. That's very true.
I am holding on to my guts, and I'm like, I hope it's at least decent. I'm not hoping it is wonderful, or I don't think it's gonna be good. I'm hoping it's good, just hoping.
Yeah.
Because
We're hoping.
the second movie, what was it called? I even forgot the second movie in the new trilogy. I forgot the whole
Last
name.
Jedi?
Yeah, I
Last Jedi.
completely blanked out on that. That's how memorable it is. The Last
I
Jedi.
don't even remember much of the film. I'm just like looking back at it and trying to remember stuff.
The Last Jedi has really good visuals, but it sucked.
Okay, if there was anything good about that movie, were visuals. The visuals were outstanding for the most part.
The visuals. And on that note, ultimately what I have to say about the new Star Wars movies is that they might look like Star Wars sometimes, and they might sound like Star Wars
Sometimes.
but they don't feel like Star Wars.
Not whatsoever.
And I believe that is what the ultimate problem is here.
Yes.
They just can't get the feel down.
Because they're trying to mimic something that can't be,
Copied.
recreated twice. That's the thing. They can't mimic something that
tried-
can't be recreated twice.
What they tried to do was copy and paste the trilogy again, and thought that no one would be the wiser.
But that's not how you recreate like that magic that the original instilled.
I
You
mean,
recreate it by doing your own thing and remembering what made the originals good. And
exactly. That's what
So
George
right.
Lucas did with the prequels. Even though they weren't as good, that's what he knew he couldn't do the
They
same
still
thing.
Felt like Star Wars.
He knew.
Yeah,
Give it
they
up to
still-
the
they
prequels
still-
that they still felt like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he knew he couldn't make them the same. He knew that no matter what, they couldn't be the same exact thing because you can never recreate the same magic. So he did them from scratch. He did a whole new story, new characters, kept a few of the old ones, but like gave them a fresh new appearance. And a lot of people loved the prequels when it came out. It was years after that they got a lot of hate because of
That's right.
the CGI, the extreme use of CGI and Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Not
And
even.
on top of that, oddly enough, even after all the hate the prequels have gotten, have you guys noticed that after the new trilogy came out, people are starting to love the prequels again?
You're right. I've noticed.
Jar Jar was considered the biggest mistake in Star Wars. I no longer think that. I think the biggest mistake in Star Wars was the new trilogy. That was the biggest
I know.
mistake for me. That
Yeah, I'd rather watch Jar Jar 5 times over than watch the new
Jar
trilogy.
Jar is just one character. A new trilogy's the entire story is bad. That's the
Yep.
thing. One bad
That the
character.
timeline's all messed up too. Like,
Oh,
is the Last Jedi supposed to take place like right after? Like,
yes, like 5 minutes after.
Yeah, it's like all over the place.
it doesn't. It feels like it takes place like weeks or like months after.
But it actually
That's what
takes
me-
like 5 seconds after.
It does not feel
In-
like that
in,
because
in the
they're like
span
already in a
of 5
spaceship.
seconds, the First Order just completely obliterated everything.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing too. Didn't you just destroy Starkiller Base with a bunch of the First Order people? How are they
That's
still
right,
so
and they're
strong?
already coming back, and they're already coming back from that, like in like that much of like.
Like, how are they
sort of-
recovering in the matter of 5 seconds?
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
and another thing, if the rebels knew, the resistance knew
They're the rebels.
about the
They're
first
not the
order.
rebels, they're the resistance.
If they knew
Alright.
about the first order since way before the Force Awakens, because that's the whole premise of Star Wars Resistance, that they already knew about the first order. How did they get to become so much powerful?
You know, you have a fair point.
How?
It's true, because by that time, if you knew it existed, but they're not in the power yet, you could easily just wipe them out right there, and you're...
Yeah, you're right.
I don't understand how they became to be so much powerful when the Resistance knew about them all the way back before even the Force Awakens. How? How did they even get to build Starkiller Base if the Resistance knew about their operations? And the Resistance acts all surprised in the Force Awakens with the First Order. Why acting so surprised?
And why don't like the other like planets like join together and help the Resistance to help them fight the First Order? That's another thing.
And I like how we went to a casino planet, but my question is, in all this war and all this First Order things, where are the Hutt cartels? They also have a piece of the galaxy.
Yeah,
what
that's
are
right.
they doing? If they thought the Resistance was good for business, wouldn't they have helped the Resistance?
Actually, they did say that in Episode 9, we're going to see grown up.
We're gonna see who?
Rada the Hutt.
Oh, okay. That's the little baby Hutt from Java?
Yeah, we're gonna see him all grown up, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, if the Hutt cartels own pretty much the Outer Rim, they should have an input in the war. Either with the light side or the dark side. They should have some input, because in the Clone Wars they had some input. Like,
Exactly.
they had the trading routes
Difference
that
is,
the
The
Clone
Clone
Troopers
Wars
needed.
actually tried.
Yeah.
And it was good.
And there was
good.
diplomacy in the Clone Wars. Like, for example, there was I think that was like the Clone Wars movie where they were trying to get the Hutts to let them use their trading routes because they needed to be able to use the Outer Rim to fight the CIS. So why are the Hutts not with the Resistance or the First Order? They're just nowhere now?
The First Order killed them all. I don't freaking know.
What? Like, what? And how is the First Order so powerful if they lost their entire base, bajillions of soldiers, a lot of resources and money that went into building, I don't know, a planet? I mean, before it was a moon, this was a whole planet's worth of weapon.
With like a whole like atmosphere and everything.
Where did they
Why are-
get that money as well? Question mark. Where the heck did they get that money?
Kylo Ren's day job.
Clearly, Kylo Ren's day job at Space McDonald's.
More like space
No.
biology.
No, more like space strip club, for lack of a better term.
Oh yes, his abs with the Force video chat.
Ben Swolo. He uses his Ben Swolo.
Hey guys,
persona.
you want to see my Ben Swolo?
Oh, I called it Little Han.
I'll show you my cross guard.
God. But yeah, like there's a lot of things that do not make sense with that whole First Order taking over, like a week after the Force Awakens.
You're right. I mean, I thought that too when I first saw the film. Like, why are they already like rebouncing back? I thought it took place like a few months after, but when I saw Rey still handing out Luke the lightsaber, I'm like, wait.
Yeah, it was just like 5 minutes after the Force Awakens. No like time spent between the two movies.
Yeah,
That's why
I thought
the
that was
title
very
crawl was
jarring.
small.
that was super jarring.
That was weird because Star Wars usually doesn't take place right after each other. They usually take a couple years of break in the universe.
That's right.
So that was very un-Star Wars-y of them. They could have used those couple of years to fix what they did with the first one. Like, they could have been like, oh, it's been 10 years since The Force Awakens, and Rey has had time to train on her own, to study ancient Jedi lore she's found, because that's how Luke learned. After Yoda and Obi-Wan was gone, Luke didn't have a master, so he learned through looking for ancient Jedi artifacts and temples.
That's right. He went to Ben's old hut and found the blue. That's how he made his.
So, how they could have They could have used that to their advantage. They could have been like, oh, it's been like 10 years since The Force Awakens. The First Order has become way more powerful and they're destroying the Resistance. Rey has been training through ancient relics and Jedi manuscripts, and she's been learning how to use the Force properly and trying to find Luke, and everybody else has been up to their regular spiel. That could have been so much better than just, oh, it's been 5 minutes and the First Order's already
And it
destroyed
would have felt
everything.
far less crammed and like forced as well.
Same as the part where the Resistance didn't have any friends in the galaxy. I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean no friends in the galaxy? I'm pretty sure the Republic was more than like 4 planets that got blown up. The Republic was the entire galaxy. You're not gonna have any friends in the entire galaxy? Are you kidding me? Come on.
Seriously.
That was just not. Nope.
It was just no.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully, Marvel doesn't fall into the same pit hole as well with Captain Marvel.
Oh, that's another discussion for another podcast.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to mention that.
We'll have our own little Marvel hour.
Oh, we'll have a Marvel discussion.
We'll have a Marvel discussion, including Venom, especially Venom.
Yep.
But
Maybe we'll cover that next week. Who knows?
oh, something else Star Wars related: the video
What?
games.
I like the video
Oh.
games. The video games are good.
I
we're talking
mean
about
the
some new
newest
good-
ones.
EA.
Okay, that's a far
And
different
The
circumstance. entirely.
the stuff that has been happening recently, where they keep, I don't know, canceling games. They canceled
What
the
happened?
Dice one. Remember, there was gonna be an open world Star Wars game, like roguelike, like Assassin's Creed, but Star Wars.
That's right.
That was completely canned.
Damn,
Uh,
that sucks. I would have liked to have seen that actually.
Battlefront 2 has only been out for a year, and they've already been working on Battlefront 3.
Oh God.
Yeah. A lot of other Star Wars projects have been canned. I don't even know what's happening anymore, what EA's planning to make other than Battlefront.
Yeah. Well, apparently they were working on a game about like
About who?
But what?
they were gonna make a video game about like a Jedi or something that escaped Order 66. I don't know if that's still a thing or not.
I don't know if they've gone into like mass cancellation mode. And they've been canceling a lot of Star Wars projects they had on the work. So I honestly don't know what they're even doing anymore. That a lot of people think they might just even be working just on Battlefront at this point, which is very disappointing.
Look how well that's turning out. Look how well Battlefront's turning out.
Oh, yeah.
Beautifully. Great. 10 out of 10.
Microtransactions for everybody.
You get a microtransaction, and you get a microtransaction. You all get microtransactions.
Microtransactions for all.
Woo!
Woo!
You gotta pay $4.99 for every time Obi-Wan says hello there.
And I would have really loved to have seen a Star Wars open world game. Imagine how fun that would have been.
That
Oh,
would
that
have
would
been
be
really
awesome.
fun.
I would love that.
You can just explore this whatever world they made, and it was all Star Wars. And you're not even a Jedi. You would have been like a bounty hunter or smuggler, I think. That was the whole premise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of imagine it being kind of like a mix of like Witcher and like Assassin's Creed. That's what I
yeah,
kind
they
of
even
imagine
had
it.
images of like stormtroopers guarding on an outpost, and I think you were supposed to like kill them like in Assassin's Creed, just like pull them off the balcony.
Oh, that's so cool. Why
Yeah.
did they cancel it?
They canceled because they're EA, and they need that Battlefront money, those sweet, sweet microtransactions.
Don't tell me people still pay for those. Please don't tell me.
Who
Please don't tell me
knows?
people
Battlefront
pay for
2 has
Who
pretty
knows?
much been dying for the last few months. No
Yeah,
one
so they
cares
should
anymore.
get the hint. So they should get the hint.
So they decided to work on a third one. Hooray!
Hooray.
Battlefront 3 probably coming 2019. Look forward to that.
Probably in
Yeah.
November. It's gonna be in November.
Who knows?
Guaranteed.
What makes you think that?
Because the recent games have come out in November, right?
I don't know.
First one came out in November, I think. The second one did. I'll look it up right now.
I have no idea. But anyways,
I don't know.
I'll look
that's
that up right now.
that's all I have to say on the Star Wars video games.
Yeah, the second one came out November 17th, and the first one, not the second one, the first one came out in November 17th as well, 2015,
Oh.
2 years apart.
Okay, so when did
So I'm noticing a trend here.
when did Battlefront 2 come out? 2018 or 2017?
2017.
Okay, so next year. Yep, confirmed. 2 years apart. Next year, November 17. Again.
Yep, it's a trend.
Yep.
Basically, like what Michael Bay did with the Transformers movies, like every
that's
3
that's
years.
another discussion for another podcast.
Oh, I know you're gonna have a freaking frenzy with that, Nelson. You're
Oh,
gonna have
yes.
a frenzy.
I am gonna roll out into that one.
Ugh. I know you're gonna have fun with that one.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I'm very passionate about the Transformers franchise.
Yeah, we argued for 2 hours about helmet designs.
You
Megatron,
are a
just letting you know.
Transformer, Nelson.
Yep, we did.
You are a
But
Transformer.
is there anything we're missing here?
Let me think.
Star Wars.
Anything we haven't covered yet?
I mean, oh wait, I think there was for the new movie coming out. Apparently, there's like this one scene with Kylo Ren and Vader. Like Kylo had it's gonna have like a vision of Vader, like putting on the armor and all that. But he's like,
Oh god, that's gonna be so forced.
Yeah. That was like a leaked scene that they were like talking about, like this article.
Great. Fantastic.
And apparently it was and apparently they said it's gonna be very disturbing or whatever. It's gonna be like very like nasty.
I mean, I
or
already
whatever.
know how he put on his armor. I like in the book Star Wars Lords of the Sith. It says that it hurts him to put the helmet because it has like a bunch of like syringes going to his spine or something. So I'm guessing that's what they mean about disturbing.
That's probably what they mean.
I mean, Vader.
Most likely.
If you think about it, Vader doesn't sleep, eat, or drink. His armor just gives him all the nutrients. He never sleeps, eats, or drinks. So
That is honestly pretty sad. I'm not
that's
even gonna lie.
horrible, and that's why all the
Vader is a very
syringes.
tragic character.
Mm-hmm.
He must be in so much. He's in so much pain every minute of every moment of his life.
Yep.
His armor is the only thing that like administers like his nutrients and stuff, and his armor doesn't block out the pain because Palpatine wanted him to feel the pain so he could get stronger with the rage.
And wasn't
of the
also
dark
like
side.
a sort of punishment for failing him too? The armor as well.
I believe so. I'm not quite sure. 100%.
I had heard something about that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a comic where like the guy who designed the armor turns it off and Vader just stands up even with the armor turned off and kills him.
Jesus.
That was cool. Yeah, because the guy that's like betraying Vader. I think it was a test by Palpatine. I'm not sure. I think it's one of the new comics. But Vader's armor gets turned off, and the guy betrays him, and Vader just uses the Force and he lifts up his very extremely heavy armor on his own and kills the guy, and then turns it back on.
Badass.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say. Badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vader seems to be the only thing they're doing right these days.
And it's because the comics are being done by... Da-da-da-da-da.
Marvel.
Yep. Exactly.
That's right.
I actually read one of the Vader comics done by Marvel, and it was really good. Actually, it was a very good read.
I am of the personal opinion that Marvel should maybe take over Star Wars. Maybe.
But they're also owned by Disney
I'd
as
say
well.
that's a possible. Well, owned by Disney or not, Marvel's doing something right.
That's
yeah,
true.
they're a different studio. I feel like Marvel Studios should do the Star Wars. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Not that like Marvel is part of Disney, but it's a completely different studio from Lucasfilm. So I feel like maybe Marvel should take a crack at it and see if their Star Wars is successful. I feel like they would. They know
I
what they're
think
doing.
so.
Yeah, definitely better than the freaking Marvel comics they're coming up with now. So I'll give them that. But that's something for another time.
Another time,
Yep.
another day, another moment, another
Oh,
century.
I have a lot to say about Marvel.
Oh,
I-
boy, that should be.
I can tell, my friend.
I have a lot to say.
I can tell. Calm down. Calm
I'm
down.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should cover Marvel next week.
You're up to a 10. Take it down to a 3.
I'm gonna take it to a 20.
Got aim. Alright,
Oh,
that was very beautiful.
You might want to censor that too.
Yeah, you probably.
Wow,
might
thanks.
wanna do
Guys,
that.
please don't repeat the words, because then I'm the one who has to go frame by frame censoring it. So
Oh,
please-
really?
Let's okay. Let's not swear anymore, people.
There's already been 3, because I did one myself, and then I realized I'm the one editing, so... Oh, great. So,
Oh my god.
please.
Yeah.
You.
Tell them Randy puts it on his screen.
But anyways, I think we've covered most of Star Wars so far. The comics, the books. I mean, I'm the only
I
one
think
who's read
we've-
the books.
I think we've
Yeah, I think
covered
we
just
have.
about everything.
I'm pretty sure you guys are right. I can't think of anything else.
I think
Well-
we're ready.
If that's the case, in conclusion, Kathleen Kennedy's reign spawned 6 years and counting of taking the franchise we love and turning it into marketable propaganda. That's it for today, Nerds and Geeks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back to rant next week. This is Pop Culture Combos signing off and geeking out.